This video is dedicated for all those people who have been attending a lot of motivational training programs and who have been reading a lot of motivational books, must have been setting many goals in their life and failing to achieve those goals. Sounds familiar? I'm sure that some of you may be asking this question that what kind of a topic is this? But let me be very frank, let me be very honest with you. I come across many people from different walks of life who go through this issue, this challenge. They attend many training programs, they read many motivational books, they set their goals also, they work hard towards it, but still they fail to achieve it. In fact, when I used to do a lot of motivational workshops, and later on the reason for moving into a research subject called thought process reengineering is the same, because I came across a lot of people who belong to the same industry, having the same kind of products, having the same kind of training, having the same kind of profitability plan, having the same kind of mentorship, but some of them succeed, some of them fail. You may think that the people who work hard, they may be the one who are succeeding now. Not necessarily. There are people who work hard, who set their goals, but they fail doing all the things what their mentors recommend them to do. So why is it happening? That is where I started researching on this topic, and I realized that unless and until we don't understand how our brain works, we won't get the answers to this. Brain, interestingly, has got two different types of memories. One is called the felt memory, the other one is called the fact memory. You may ask this question, what's the difference between felt memory and fact memory? To understand it better, I will just give you an example. When you were a student, I don't know, nowadays the new generation students may not be experiencing this. When I was in the school, or many of you were in the school, at that point of time, the teachers used to beat us using a stick. Whenever we failed to do a homework, or whenever we failed to do something which we were supposed to do, or whenever our marks were low, or whenever we do any kind of mischiefs. And sounds familiar with many of you. I'm sure that people who are at the age of about 30 and above definitely must be having this remembrance about those incidents. Now, my question is, do you remember that teacher who gave you that beating? Do you remember his face? Do you remember his name? Yes, of course, right? But do you remember what he taught you? I'm sure you must be saying no. Why it's so? The beating, especially you are getting those beating in front of all your classmates. So those were feeling related things. You felt it. But the subjects like chemistry or physics or mathematics, they were all facts. So these were the felt memories and these were the fact memories. And the felt memories are always permanent and reliable. The fact memories are fickle and unreliable. Most of the most crucial, important decisions in our life we take based on something called gut feeling. And you get the gut feeling based on the felt memories. Now, I'm sure that you must have got the answer why you are not achieving your goals. My question is that you must have set exciting goals, like in 2 years my income is going to multiply by 5 times, I'm going to drive a Mercedes Benz, I'm going to have a 5,000 square feet house, I'm going to take my family around the globe. All those things you must have written down. Now my question is, these are all facts, these are all facts, these are possible, these are all facts. But have you put your feeling into it? Many other people never put their feeling into it. So how do you put feeling into it? If you ask this question, my answer is, can you think of how you want to experience your life 2 years down the line? Forget about all those things. Forget about all those written down goals. Let me ask you this simple, plain question. What kind of a life you want to experience 2 years down the line? What kind of a life you want to experience 5 years down the line? Experience means what? Staying in a 1,000 square feet, 2-bedroom apartment in a congested area and staying in a 5,000 square feet villa with a swimming pool, these are two different experiences. Traveling in an economic class and traveling in a business class, two different experiences. When you go for a global tour, a world tour, staying in a 2-star accommodation or staying in a 5-star hotel, these are two different experiences. Have you thought about what kind of experiences you wanted to go through 2 years down the line or 5 years down the line? These are more powerful than the goals you write down. So now onwards you start thinking about the kind of experiences you wanted to go through in your life, maybe 2 years or 5 years down the line. This can become very powerful. This can have a deep, massive impact on your brain. And once the experience, you start experiencing it right now at this point of time. Now, you may ask a question that, okay, Mercedes-Benz, I want to have a Mercedes. How do I experience? Go for a test drive, experience it. And then keep that experience in your mind. You know, get the smell, get that ambience inside the car. Drive that car, sense it. You know, hear that sound of the engine. These are all experiences. And that will have a deep impact on your brain. Once you understand what kind of experiences you want to go through in your life 2 years down the line, and if you can really feel it right now at this point of time, your journey towards your goals will be much more easy. In fact, you will be pulled towards your goals. See you next time. Bye.